To give you a sense of what's possible, my next guest today leads a company that is working with IBM to pioneer a bold new approach that uses AI to unlock the power of data. I am honored to welcome Karen Lynch to Think 2021. Karen is President and Chief Executive Officer of CVS Health, a company that is dedicated to helping people on their path to better health through health services, plans, and community pharmacists. Like me, Karen took on the CEO job during the start of the pandemic. And as we can see, she's made a tremendous impact over the past year. Welcome, Karen. I'm delighted you could join us today. I'd like to first start off with a really big thank you. The work CVS Health is doing to help test and vaccinate the citizens of the United States so the economy can open up again is just heroic. Can you tell us about the role CVS is playing to help the United States recover from the pandemic?
Well, hello, Arvind, and thank you so much for having me with you today. We have, first of all, I would be remiss if I didn't step back and say thank you to the 300,000 colleagues who have stepped up during the pandemic and were there when Americans needed us the most. We did over 23 million tests in the last year. We've done 17 million vaccinations and counting. And, we are certainly, as part of bringing Americans one step closer to doing the things that they enjoyed and that they loved. We have been in the communities and we've been in long-term care facilities for the better part of the last year. And, we've also had extremely strong second dose compliance. Almost 90% of people that got one shot at CVS have returned back to CVS to get the second shot. And that's remarkable. All that was done through the efforts of our digital team. We started, making appointments through our digital connections. We were able to do over 300,000 appointments in one day, and that was amazing for our team. And I would tell you at the same time, Arvind, we, strengthened the partnership between IBM and CVS. While your engineers were helping us build our cutting edge technology, we're also taking care of IBM members and customers. And I couldn't be more thrilled with the strength of the partnership that we've had throughout the last year.
That's amazing. I think when you think about it, Karen, what strikes me is the scale at which you can get things done, because I think it speaks to the power of CVS Health, but also then if you touched on digital a little bit. So if I touch on the digital aspect and just pull on that thread, if you don't mind, I know that you have a huge investment in digital, and you, I think, both personally and as a company, believe that that is an additional way you will deliver value to all of your citizen customers. Could you share with us your vision for CVS Health in the digital world, not just the pandemic?
Well, Arvind, embracing digital has dramatically changed how we think about the company. We have to drive more progress for more people, and the only way that we're going to be able to do that is through our, digital connections. We are aggressively advancing technology to connect consumers to both our physical assets and our digital assets. And during the pandemic, one of the great things we did was we partnered with you. And we partnered with you to develop groundbreaking artificial intelligence for us. All of our artificial intelligence was, powered through IBM Watson. We developed our intelligent call agent, where we were, dramatically changed the landscape of how people interacted with us. We knew we needed to be there to inform our customers. We knew we needed to be there to educate our customers, and we used the intelligent call agent that we partnered with you on to answer millions and millions of calls for our customers. And Arvin, what was interesting, it was so easy for our customers. I have to share this incredible story. One caller told our virtual assistant how thankful he was that we were bringing him one step closer to the things that he loved to do because he was able to get a vaccine. He didn't know that he was talking to that he wasn't talking to a live agent, and I think that speaks volumes of the work that your team has done that makes the technology so personal and so incredibly simple and convenient. And I thought that was a great story that I had to share with you and your colleagues.
Oh, I love that. Both at the individual level, that the individual is so delighted with their interaction, because that has to be our collective goal. But also, when you talk about it, that it dealt with millions and millions of calls, helping towards that goal. But I also love the fact that we know that people are talking about lots of personal and health information. We got to do all these things within the regulations, really respecting HIPAA and privacy and all of those aspects. And I think that is really what makes the partnership so special, because we bring technology to bear, but you know your domain and how you have to give it in a safe and effective way. And that, I think that partnership really works well together.
It really does. And as we think about the future of healthcare, technology will be the backbone of how consumers interface with the healthcare system. The healthcare system will change dramatically, and I think the partnership that we have will be will be in the forefront to help Americans live healthier lives.
So Karen, thinking a little bit about AI, the digital platforms that you mentioned, how do you think you will apply these intelligent platforms to other areas of your business beyond COVID vaccines?
Well, we've got a lot of plans in front of us, and it really is about turning insight into action. And because of the success that we had with our intelligent call agent, we are now expanding those capabilities into our businesses. For example, in our Aetna business, our members will be able to call and find a provider in their community. Just telling the intelligent call agent about their symptoms, and we'll be able to connect them with a provider through that technology. And in our pharmacy services business, our customers will be able to call and find out where their prescription is. They'll find out where their costs of their prescription, all through Intelligent Agent. I think the possibilities are limitless. And for us, it's a game changer. And for potentially our members, it could be life changing.
Karen, it's so great to hear that. The reason I get so excited, look, we are the providers of a base technology. You make it come alive for the people that you talk about. But it's so rare and it's so special to find technology that both reduces cost and increases service, right? This is a rare one that does both those things and takes, as you said, insight from all the data that you collect. And now we can unlock even more value from it. I think it's absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, Arvind, you took the words right out of my mouth, because customer experience, through improvement in our cost structure is, where our company needs to go. And we couldn't be more excited. The simple truth is that we have to build resilience and innovate, consistently, so that we can not only be, looking around the corners, but we're staying ahead of the curve.
So Karen, just one final question, if you want to share any thoughts with us on any lessons over the past year that you've learned you'd like to share, and what's next for CVS Health?
Yeah, so a couple things that we've learned is the power of purpose, and how incredibly passionate our colleagues have been, and how resilient they have been through this entire crisis. They stepped up to help Americans prevail through this pandemic, and I couldn't be more proud of them. I also want to share with you a short video that captures what it looks like for patients who have received the COVID vaccine, and let me share that with you now.
I hope the vaccine can get me one step closer to my fiance.
Dance on stage.
Spin class.
I can't wait for my patients to see my smile again.
To hug my students.
Give my parents a proper send-off. To go salsa dancing.
No.
I can't wait for you to meet my mom.
Play my piano for my friends.
To give high fives to our patients.
I think we're one step closer to being better people.
With every vaccine, CVS is working to bring you one step closer to a better tomorrow.
Karen, thank you so much for joining us here today. And thank you again for the work that you and CVS Health are doing to accelerate the recovery from COVID-19.
Thank you very much.